Bienvenido Jonas, bienvenido Eiku, bienvenida Dana. Gracias por estar en el canal. Yo quisiera hablar sobre, bueno, este filme que está impresionante. Quisiera preguntarle sobre cómo ha sido el retroceso y también la evolución que ustedes vieron en esta película de todo lo que ha acontecido sobre sobre la pandemia.
Okay, this is a great question from John that, of course, he welcomes you, all of you here to the channel. And this is a general question, whoever wanted to answer. Um, how do you see the process in the bad and now of the pandemics according to the history of this movie, The Death of Us?
It's actually really funny because it seems as if everything that we kind of wrote for the movie started coming true as we started getting, back into reality. So yeah, the film was actually written basically May of 2020. So a lot of the stuff that we talk about, like the worldwide vaccination and basically like the shutdowns and all that kind of stuff, you started to see later on that year. So Australia, for example, had like the quarantine camps. And then Shanghai, later on ended up actually having drones that kept people inside their homes. So it was really almost eerie to see that. Our film was almost like a pretense to what was going to happen.
I will translate shortly, but that thing that you said at the end, sum it all. John, pues lo increíble es que la película se volvió casi como puede decir como la precuela o el presentimiento de lo que pasó realmente en zonas como Australia y en otras partes del mundo.
Oh, wow.
O sea, se
Ahí
anticipó.
también, sí, ahí también hay que decir que, ¿qué opinan ellos sobre el avivamiento, todo lo que pasó sobre la ley marcial de los Estados Unidos dado a la pandemia? Una vez finalizada, incrementó. ¿Por qué tanta influencia en la película?
Wow, a really harsh question, but great question. It's because in the movie we see the martial law. It's crazy because we know for the news, of course, that in the US that martial law get stronger. So how do you see this? Yes, these parallels with the martial law in the movie and the martial law now in the States.
So martial law actually never took place. It was basically a recommendation, that people would stay at home. And, obviously they shut down parks and they shut down gyms and all that kind of stuff. So you weren't allowed to go. But that was basically just the gyms, weren't able to operate. They would get a fine if they did, but then there were other gyms that stayed in operation and they didn't care how many fines they got. They were like, no, the way to beat the pandemic is to continue exercising and make sure that people stay healthy, because the second you start being unhealthy is when the pandemic was, worse. So in our film, we basically took the fear that everyone had and having actual martial law, which martial law really does mean, you leave your home, you get shot. So we didn't get that bad, which, thankfully, not to say that it still can't happen, but it is one of those situations that we basically took the reality of what we were all going through and basically took it to an extreme fantasy. And luckily it never got there, but that's kind of where we fell. So I don't know exactly what Jhon might be talking about as far as the martial law aspect, but yes, like we never got that hardcore here.
I will ask John. John, te dice el director porque en realidad la ley marcial nunca ocurrió en Estados Unidos. O sea, sí se recomendó, pero nunca tuvo lugar. Así que él te pregunta por qué tú haces esa pregunta sobre la ley marcial. Obviamente no te está regañando, sino por qué realmente lo haces, ya que esta nunca ocurrió en Estados Unidos. O sea, ¿por qué la haces?
Yo lo digo porque más que todo en la película trata no solo de una pospandemia, sino también trata de la cultura socioeconómica y lo que habla en la película sobre ese tipo de sucesos, sobre cómo la gente actúa ante ello, y no solo puede ser en Estados Unidos, sino también ocurre en otras partes. Pero la ley marcial pues solamente se menciona en la cultura socioeconómica que trata la historia.
And the answer for John is because in the movie, it's shown the impact, of course, of the socioeconomics, and yes, not only mentioning the martial law in the States, but in other parts of the world. I think because it's for the we can say the layers of the movie that deals, and of course the thing that you say that how it gets somehow mixed with the reality. Yeah. And what are you drinking? I thought it was an Águila beer, but no, it's not. Águila beer is the most popular beer here in Colombia, but not. What are you drinking?
Oh, this?
See,
Oh,
yes.
mango cart.
It's like we're promoting.
Ah, I thought it was. Do you know the Águila beer? Cerveza Águila. I thought it was a can of Águila beer. Johnny está tomando esto, que sí, que tienes razón, y que está tomando es jugo de mango. Yo pensé que era cerveza Águila.
Oh, increíble, ¿no?
He's like,
Después de
oh.
la muestra. We will
Vamos
show you
a,
the Águila beer. But did you come to Colombia? Ask for the Club Colombia. It's better.
I bet it is.
Yes.
Much
No,
better.
much better. More strong. The
Let's
other,
be honest. There's a reason Americans import everything.
no, we got really cool beer. Now this is the chance for my question, and it's for Dana. Dana, and so I really need to do this question because you got a great and an interesting career, and I saw, no, you're welcome, that in your beginnings you even acted on music videos. In fact, you appear in one of the music videos of one of my favorite bands that is Stone Temple Pilots, Days of the Wheat. But later you start to grow a really, really cool career in the action genre. So tell us more, yeah, about those layers of your career. Really, really great resume. And don't worry, Aku, because Jhon got a question for you, but let's start with Dana.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I love Stone Temple Pilots. Yeah. I started off doing music videos, and then it just kind of evolved to commercial work, modeling, stuff like that, lifestyle stuff, fitness stuff. And then I got a part in Planet of the Apes. And then from that, I was able to get my SAG card. And then I just kept going from there. Doing films. Film is mostly what I prefer to do. I love film. I love cinema.
How many music videos? Because we
my
were
God.
talking. Yes, I need to do that question because this is a trivia for the channel. We got in the channel Albure. Albure is the Guinness record of the actor that has appeared in more music videos, a lot of music videos, Eminem, a lot of artists. And last week, sorry, we got Paris Dylan. He got like 100 videos. So I need to know because I'm a music video
Yeah.
enjoyer.
Well, I did quite a bit, and then let me think. The bigger ones I did were like I don't know what else to say. Like Backstreet Boys and stuff like that.
Wow. But wow. What Backstreet Boys video? I need to know. I'm a Backstreet Boys fan.
You're gonna go look it up.
I think so. No, it's okay. If you don't want me to look at that, I won't search for Backstreet Boys videos here, but Stone Temple Pilots, yes. And
It's too many
Jhon, ¿tienes
to-
too many? No, great to know it.
too many.
Jhon, tienes una pregunta para Aku, ¿no?
claro, sí, para Aku y para Jonas, ahí también lo más importante, hay que descubrir no solo por este filme que están hablando, sino también todo el trabajo pues pasado que han hecho. Yo quiero preguntarte a EQ sobre una producción de Alula and the Michael. Es una historia que la verdad poco se ha visto, muy poco lo han proyectado en foros, tanto en Latinoamérica, que quisiera hablarles sobre esta historia, My Nanny's Coming. Y también a Jonas decirle, sincerarme, que en varios cineforos de Bogotá se han puesto The Metro, de Matt Newcomb. Quisiera preguntarte cómo es el impacto que han recibido estos dos trabajos en Latinoamérica, más en Colombia.
Y también necesito preguntarte, porque yo te creo todo, que quienes te lo han dicho, los de los festivales de cine, necesito dar el dato
Festivales de
exacto.
cine.
Yes, I was asking a data from John because this is for both you, Aku, and Jonas, because in fact, Jonas, this is a kudos for you. John and myself, we talk with people that work in movie festivals and a lot of forums, and in Colombia, John needed to tell it. Jonas, what are the things that you feel that the method got people talking here in Colombia, the moviegoers? Yes, because and I believe John. He told me that in forums, in cine forums in Bogota, people told they show the movie and they talk about the movie. What is crazy because we know it's an indie film, but it's got great reviews here in Colombia.
Oh, nice. That's
Yes,
wonderful. Where did you
you
see
need
it?
to. No, yes. I believe John because John talked with people from movie festivals, forums, cine clubs.
Mhm.
So, what do you think that the method got people talking and buzzing here in Colombia?
Yeah.
I mean, that I have no idea because it was a 48-hour film. And yeah, that movie was one of my first acting roles. And yeah, it was basically, like I said, a 48-hour film festival. So you had 48 hours to basically think of the concept, film the whole entire thing, edit it, and turn it in. So how it got beyond the 48-hour film festival is surprising to me.
Before I make the question from Aku, I need to ask John. John, es que es una sorpresa porque es una película que hizo un festival de 48 horas.
Ujú.
¿Cómo llegó a Bogotá? ¿Cómo llegó a que se comente? Porque pues sí, es increíble. Él dice que no sabía lo que pasó después de ese festival. Dime,
Es que en
qué te dijeron?
Argentina sucedió que evidenciaron el festival. Luego de eso, de las 48 horas del proyecto, luego Colombia hizo un intento en Bogotá y en ese festival de Bogotá la reprodujeron. Sí,
Okay. Now, wow. In fact, some people from Argentina, from the Festival de Triumph, they watch the version of the 48 hours. I don't know how it get leaked, but that version came to the version of the Triumph Festival here. So it was like, do you say, the boss, like, oh, we saw that short film. Oh, let's show it here. So yeah, it crossed the borders, man.
Oh,
So,
wow.
That's so awesome.
It's really
Thank you
surprising.
so much. That's great.
oh,
Great to hear.
John, qué genial. Ahora, Aku, tell us more about Midnight is Coming from Alula and the Michael, because John said something really beautiful. This movie needs to be shown more. It's like under the radar, and no, we don't need it under the radar. We need it
Yeah.
above the radar. So tell us, man.
I had no idea that anyone knew about Midnight is Coming. Midnight is Coming is a movie written by a very close friend of mine, Greg DeCure. And he wrote that movie while attending college at University of Southern California, USC. And he cast me in that movie. It was one of my first independent movies that I worked on. And we shot that movie in, I want to say it was almost 2003, I think, 2002. So it's been a long time. I didn't know that you knew anything about that movie, but yeah, it was my first independent movie. What is this, a trick show? What is this, a surprise show?
No. I
What a
will ask John.
surprise.
I will ask. Don't worry.
This
John,
is
¿cómo
your life,
supiste? Es una
Aku.
película. No, I will ask John because John always got things under the slits, and he never stops to surprise me watching the movies. So I will ask John. John, ¿cómo supiste esta película? Es casi de más de 20 años. Es uno de los primeros proyectos. Es de un amigo de él. Dice que si esto es un show de sorpresa, entonces nada, respóndele por favor.
fíjate que cuando yo vi una producción de Alula, que obviamente hizo dirección de fotografía en Date Way, luego Date Way pasó a ser una historia de prácticamente conocer el distrito de todo lo que es lo que yo te pregunté, de todo lo que es de gastronomía, luego de cultura, de calle. Entonces, por eso ahí vi ese video, pero ese video estaba en Dailymotion. Dailymotion lo pasé a una página rusa y en esa página rusa está en otra página de Polonia. Así que ese video está por ahí rondando.
Ok, Dailymotion, ok, Ru, la otra página de Polonia, si no me sé el nombre.
No, no estamos.
Man, that is a really crazy history. John was searching a lot of time about the world of Alula and some other films. Somehow, if that movie was mentioned, and it was leaked to Daily Motion. Later, it was leaked to OK.ru, a page for Russia, and later it was on a page that I don't know how to pronounce in Poland. So man, that movie is leaked somehow. I don't know if it's
Wow.
in the
I
dark web or
I
something.
don't I don't even have the movie. I don't have a
Oh,
copy. Wow, that's funny.
That's awesome.
John, I will tell John search it. I don't know if it's in Poland or wherever. John, búscala. Ni siquiera Aku quiere una copia.
Send Aku the link.
Yeah,
Yeah.
send me the movie.
He'll love it.
Send him
Yeah.
the movie, John.
Dile,
Tienes que
dile,
You
dile
see
a
it.
Eiko que lo que él ha hecho, la mayoría yo lo he visto.
Oh,
He
and that's a
seguido su
beautiful.
trabajo, desde Across hasta Disrupte.
And this is a beautiful thing that it's not a question, a beautiful thing, and I believe John, Aku, because John has watched mostly of your work from. I hope I can pronounce it right from Across to the Disruptor. I don't know because John is not writing me the names, but I believe him. He told me that he has watched mostly of your work. So man, you had to send to John a bit thank you or a bit kudos or something.
Hey, will you tell them I say gracias? Appreciate
Oh, my pleasure, man. My favorite movie is Mil Money.
Bill Money favorite.
Y pues
John,
Andrés,
¿dónde la viste? I have to ask John, where you watch it? John, ¿dónde la viste? Cuando tenías esto Vimo o dónde?
ajá, sí. Es que tuve acceso a un día, a una semana en Vimeo Pro, entonces pude ver un poco más.
He watched it on Vimeo Pro. Nah, John is crazy, but no, man. Gracias, John, gracias. Questions,
Hay,
¿qué vas a decir?
hay también que preguntarle a Dana porque fíjate que a mí me gustó mucho una actuación de ella clásica que se llama Nice Club. Quisiera preguntarte sobre el proyecto de Gainon.
Wow, more now with Dana. What do you know of the project? I hope I understand it. Game On, because John watched Nightclub. What do you know more about that project? I don't know.
I love it's your project.
What? John is crazy, but tell us more. What can we know more about that project? The project Game from the Nightclub.
The nightclub?
The nightclub. Yes.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
yes, yes, Nightclub. Yes.
You'll get chills.
No,
Oh,
I haven't thought about that film in a while. Oh my gosh.
See, I know.
It was shot in LA. It was amazing. It was amazing times. It was a different type of atmosphere. Yeah, because it was shot in a nightclub. That's what it was called, nightclub. No, it was amazing. It was a great time. I had an amazing time shooting that film, and I had an amazing time with the cast, and I think that's where I met my friend Glenn Plummer. He's in that film as well. So yeah, man, I can't. You are really watching the archives.
yes.
Sure we do.
I
Sure we do.
appreciate it. Thank you. No,
No,
that's amazing.
that's the reason for this channel.
Hmm?
That's the reason for this channel.
Yo también
Yeah.
To
debo.
watch the archive.
You like the classics.
Yes, we love the
You like
classics.
classic films, yeah.
But also, and I always defend it, we love everything that all the independent
Yeah.
producer companies like Midnight Releasing are doing. In fact, we are making like a top of the best movies of these companies. Because yes, we
see
love
some of the other films, Bar Stars and Go? This is kind of like the same period.
I will ask
Like-
John. John, ¿viste las otras películas Bar Stars, Go? ¿O las estás buscando?
Mire, You Together, Manifest. Yo te iba a preguntar, Life in Peace, pero quiero sincerarme en algo. It's amazing, it's
This
amazing.
guy's done his research.
De hecho, dígale que yo una vez estuve enfermo y estuve, pues, obviamente, durante toda la madrugada, pues, en el hospital y vi una película que estaban pasando justo por TNT. ¿Sabe cuál? Hollywood I'm Sorry. Ella hizo de reportera.
Oh, no, and in fact, John was sick a long time ago, and he was on the hospital, of course. And he watched on TNT Latin America, but in the midnight, crazy times, by the way. Hollywood, I'm sorry, and you appeared in that movie.
Oh yes. Oh, it was on TNT. You said Latin.
Latin America, yes. Yes,
Latin
TNT is here in
America.
Latin America.
Colombia.
I haven't seen that one. I want to see
You-
it. That's amazing. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that. I'm gonna look it up now.
no, I believe John
Yeah,
because
my friend Fernando Escobar, he's a photographer and he also does a podcast with like red carpet stuff. He did Hollywood, I'm Sorry. He was
tell Fernando that
yeah,
they
Fernando
showed it on
Escobar.
TNT. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, and it's crazy because here in Latin America, when the streaming service wasn't even a thing, in the all the movies channels like TNT or Warner and movie multi-premiere a lot, they show movies that people that we're talking the channel they were like, where do you watch it? No, we watch it on TV. Yes, yes, yes. In Latin America is crazy, man. You know that crazy and weird things happens here, and they show that movie, so that's their kites. We saw it on TV or in the internet or
Yeah.
buying DVDs. I don't know. John, ella es amiga de Fernando Escobar, director de fotografía.
Fernando Escobar, el de los 8 más odiados, Campeones 2. Muy bueno.
Yes,
It's
Yeah.
amazing director. It's
yes.
amazing. Ahí también yo quiero preguntarle a Jonas sobre Cruz Will. Ven, esta historia es muy breve para a lo que es el paso de tu nueva película, pero quisiera que nos contara un poco sobre Cruz Will.
Jonas, tell us more about Cruel Will.
Cruel Will's just a independent film that my buddy was doing, and he asked me to come in and do just a small part. And so yeah, I came in, 2-day shoot, got it done, and yeah, I think it did okay.
Dos días, película independiente, lo llamó un amigo. Todo eso.
Wow. Bueno, retomando a todo lo que es de las preguntas, también yo te quiero preguntar sobre la historia que están promocionando. Hay algo que sí quiero ser sincero. ¿Cuál es el mayor miedo que de pronto pudieron aprender sobre esta historia? ¿Alguna experiencia súper interesante que quieran compartir? Y también, ¿cuál es la mayor de pronto impacto que ha tenido esto y que va a impactar a la sociedad, esta historia?
Okay, 3 questions. So I will start for the first one. Of course, for everybody. Talking, of course, about the death of what I don't know if John asked about the production, but what is the biggest fear that you mostly face it? I don't know if in real life or in the movie, but also I will he asked, what is the thing that you feel that with people watch this movie will struck him like, oh yeah, that will let me thinking after watching this movie. I don't know, biggest fear and biggest issue that people will think after seeing the movie.
So me personally, I think that the biggest fear that people would, potentially have is reliving the pandemic. We've actually had, people that have seen it have actually hit us up and been like, thank you for reminding me what 2020 was like. I hate you.
And Dana and Aku, biggest fear and thing that you people will think after seeing this movie.
I agree with Yonash. Definitely. The pandemic, revisiting that's kind of like the biggest fear of going back to that just paranoia time and uncertainty and just going crazy. Can't do anything, can't go anywhere. So, but luckily I guess we're kind of getting through it, right?
I think the biggest fear could be when it's discussed in the movie, a second wave of another wave of the COVID or the pandemic or whatever, that it hits again, and then we have to relive and live in captivity again and stuck in the house. I think the impact would be if one who watches the movie, they would understand how being trapped in your home can affect you. And to take away to know that to always reach out and look for help when you're going through such a thing as a pandemic and you feel like you're going crazy, to reach out and look for help.
I will try to sum it up because those were great answers for the three of you. John, hay una respuesta muy graciosa, pero la película trata tanto, o sea, revive tanto ese miedo que se vivió en el 2020 que muchos le dijeron a Jonas, te odiamos, lo hiciste recordar el 2020, pero eso es pues, yo creo que algo positivo, ¿no? Cuando una película hace que tú odies, recuerdes algo. Pero John, también es algo como hizo Aku, es sobre, John, no solo revivir ese miedo, sino revivir ese encierro. También eso lo dice Dana. Yo creo que la película es muy efectiva, y tú obviamente nos lo vas a decir, en recordarnos esa paranoia, todo eso que conllevó esa época. Y obviamente, que eso lo están diciendo, ellos están leyendo sobre eso, en que tal vez vuelva una pandemia, ¿te imaginas eso?
Ahí también, bueno, esta es mi última pregunta, pero también la quiero enfatizar y es sobre Eiku, Jonas, Tana, es ¿qué efecto psicológico tiene el aislamiento o provocó debido al COVID-19 en el desarrollo de la paranoia, desde sus perspectivas en los personajes?
Okay, great question from Dana and Aku. What the pandemic in as fact, what effect got for both of you to create your characters?
I can say that when we were shooting the movie, the pandemic was actually happening. So there wasn't a lot of acting. There was a lot of being and living it, because we did have people locked down in their homes.
Yeah.
We couldn't go any and everywhere. So we would be in our homes playing games, interacting with each other. So I always say it's a documentary and not a film.
Yes, exactly. It was kind of a very stressful time on top of that, so that helped build the characters and stuff like that for me and for everyone else. I'm sure the pandemic was happening, so you could just draw on those things for the characters, and it's real life. Basically, I was living in the moment in the house as we were experiencing it, so it wasn't so it's easy to like use that to build strong characters.
Pues John, fue más un documental, porque ellos en realidad estaban viviendo la pandemia.
Sí,
E
es
incluso
verdad.
esta, digamos como que esta película sirvió incluso para jugar, no jugar juegos, pero más como que a entrarse como en sus roles. Y John, creo que es hora de decirle, ¿no? De agradecerle a Jonas, porque gracias a esta rueda de prensa, pues hay que decirlo, tú estabas siempre buscando entrevistar a Dana y a Aku como fuera, ¿cierto?
Y a Jonas
¿Te lo
también, y a
decimos?
Eiko. Sí,
Okay,
claro.
yeah. No, and John, because that was the final question, John want to thank the three of you, but mostly you, Jonas, for not only for making this movie, but yes, John confessed me, and it's right. We were searching to interview the three of you a long time ago because we loved your careers. As you can see, I don't know where John was your movie, Aku, but that was beautiful. And Dana, yes, I really admire also your career in the music videos.
Oh, thank you so
Things that
much.
you do.
I admire you guys. It's a beautiful thing. I can't believe that we've able to reach you guys in Colombia. I'm thrilled.
No,
Ahora,
and forever I always will, and we, John and myself, we will support indie movies, man, because you are doing the
Absolutely.
biggest fear, the biggest terror. That's the one that you are making.
They're the best.
Hey, we thank you so much,
Thank you.
for even reaching out to us and everything. It's definitely an honor, and this is the first interview we've had that has had a translator. So thank you for being our first ones with that, and you guys are great, and great questions, and yeah, thank you for involving us, and we hope that you continue following not only the death of us, but the future films that we'll be making as well. And yeah, thank you so much for being a part of our journey.
Okay, and that's a final question. Define in one word the characters of Devin, Katie, and Morgan.
One word. Oh, ooh, I have to think about that. That's a good one word. I have a lot of words for Katie. What would you say? One word.
I think
say it.
Devin represents honor.
We got two characters more.
I would say Morgan, freedom.
Freedom, yes.
Libertad. Yes.
I think for Katie now, dedication and just seeing through the pandemic. And
That's not one word.
dedication.
No, but I will take it as a word. I will
Her
take it as a
dedication
word.
to Devin is love. She's love.
I think love is a good answer.
I think love is. She's fighting, so love. I'm going.
Oh, love is always fighting. So
It's fine.
honor, freedom, and love. Wow.
Oh, man. For all, thank you so much. God bless you.
Gracias.
Thank you so much.
God bless you
Gracias.
too. Thank you so
the
much.
people of Colombia. Gracias. Thank you.
Ah,
No,
You
de
guys.
Thank you so
nada,
much.
amigos.
have a
Good
good.
night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right.
Bye.
Adios.
Take care.
Adios.
Adios.
Ciao, ciao.
Adios.
Adios.